Hey Aquarius, Intuitive Soul Coach here with your July 2022 full moon reading. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you are new. Today we'll dive into the collective energy of Aquarius and take a look at this July 13th supermoon in the sign of Capricorn. Now this moon is all about ambition. It's about long-term goals, but specifically for you Aquarius, it lands in your 12th house of rest, release, and escape. This is all about healing and closure. It is about taking a little bit of downtime. So just a friendly reminder, these are general readings. Please do take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you are interested in a personal reading or even entering into that free monthly reading giveaway, you can find both of those links in the description box below. All right, Aquarius, you have Libran energy and you have double Virgo. So you may carry those placements in your chart. You may be dealing with others that carry those placements, or you're just embodying the energies all together. So let's dive in. This Libran energy says, know that you are loved. Aquarius, I feel like you're going to see proof that not only are you loved in the spiritual sense, in the spiritual realm, your guides, your ancestors, loved ones who've crossed over, your angels, but in the physical realm as well. You have a lot of support here, I feel. And once you take this downtime, some of you may realize who has your back, who is here to support you, who loves you. So know that you are loved around this full moon energy on the 13th, depending on your location, and take some downtime. Really release anything that you've been carrying, any of those heavy burdens. If healing and closure is what you need to kind of move forward here, know that you are loved along the way. Next we have Virgo. It says take inspired action. It sounds a little counterintuitive because that 12th house of rest and release and escape, that could be what you're taking inspired action towards, is finally moving in a new direction to heighten your creativity, to set those long-term goals, to come up with whatever ambition needed and required for you to finally heal, finally to gain closure here. With this double Virgo energy, you have trust all will be well. All will be well. So whatever it is that you need to release from your life, whatever you're trying to escape from, it's very important for you to just take a little bit of downtime around this full moon. Release what doesn't serve you. Full moons are all about endings, bringing new beginnings, and it's a perfect time to gain that closure or that healing required. So take a little bit of you time. Focus on self-love as well, and take a time out. Maybe go for a mini vacation. Perhaps this is about you going for a walk in the great outdoors by yourself. Maybe it's you going on a shopping spree, whatever it is for you, where you feel like you're able to kind of unwind a little bit. I feel like you will be taking inspired action to go in a brand new direction. So let's take a look, Aquarius, and see where your energy is currently at. All right, you have the World, completions, which makes complete sense here, and what you're celebrating. So you will be celebrating, closing some sort of final chapter. This is the card of closure here. This is the card of victory, celebrations. So we'll talk about those in just a moment because that's what we'll be celebrating. But where's your energy currently at? Two of Wands, Two of Gabrielle, and the Seven of Pentacles. So it says make bold and ambitious choices. Aquarius, great progress is possible. Important relationships with people who share your vision. Now, the Two of Wands energy is about planning your future, making decisions based on maybe your business, a career proposal, but it's taking a look at your vision, your passion, your projects, your goals, making decisions on how to move forward. And I feel like that's what you're doing here with this Capricorn supermoon. You're making the decisions needed, knowing that you're loved, but also trusting that you are supported along the way. Seven of Pentacles energy. You've invested wisely. There is a career opportunity. This is a relationship. This could be health. Whatever in your life that you've invested the majority of your time and energy into, have patience and wait for the harvest. It says it's time to review your progress. Okay, so there is that energy of rest, release, and take a little bit of time out here for you to review your progress and make plans for your next endeavor. There's something here where your hard work is paying off, but it's a time, just even if it's just a day around that full moon, it's the perfect day for you just to take a little bit of again, time out, review, plan, and set a new set of goals. There could be, 5-year goals, 10-year goals. Maybe they've shifted a little bit for you, Aquarius. Maybe they've changed. This is about you setting that reset button, kind of like that Four of Swords energy where you're rejuvenated when you come back out of that energy of taking a little bit of time out, but you're really close to some sort of beautiful ending, harvest, conclusion, some sort of victory, reward, because you literally have 2 major arcana showing up here in the celebratory position. Now the World card is followed by the Magician. So literally going back around here, a very happy ending, coming full circle. There is a situation that you've come full circle in here, Aquarius, and it's spiritual growth and insight. You are manifesting the world that you want. The Magician card shows up, and granted, it's almost like you're skipping over the Fool energy and going right back around, but the Fool, you've already taken this leap of faith is what I'm sensing here. You've already decided to open your heart up, and now you're skipping right to that manifestation stage because you've grown, you've learned, you know how to take that leap. You're not letting anything hold you back here, Aquarius. And it says you can manifest the life you want. What you need, it's almost as if it just magically appears. Successful beginnings. So beautiful energy showing up here. You're getting almost that double whammy here of, I feel abundance and success and love and positivity regarding health. Some of you may have been struggling regarding your health, whether that was physical, mental, emotional, even spiritual. But I do sense that some of you are back on track and you're starting to really feel good about where you are at. So let's take a look at your untapped spiritual gifts, Aquarius, and your greatest strengths. So untapped gifts. So untapped means you've tapped into it, but you haven't quite embodied or embraced the energy to its full extent here. 10 of Michael, graceful endings. So this is what you are in. You're in the phase right now of taking a bow. There's something that may have been difficult for you, Aquarius, to navigate through, to finally close a chapter on in your life. Maybe this is internal. Perhaps it was a belief system. Perhaps it was a relationship. It could have been a career move, but something for you was a little bit difficult. You may have stayed in limbo. You may have stayed stuck because your heart was there. And a lot of times we stay in a relationship or we stay in a career because we do love what we do, or there is love in the mix, but love itself isn't the only factor here that is shining through. So it says the situation has ended and you are finally free. New opportunities for happiness will now follow. It's time to put the past behind you. It's time to not carry those heavy burdens. You have endings coming up like crazy here, Aquarius. So endings bringing new beginnings. You've completed something successfully. You can take a bow gracefully at this time. So even though this is untapped, one of your most beautiful spiritual gifts here on planet Earth is to gracefully bow out, know when something has ended here, and to reach for happiness, continue to move forward with joy and abundance here, and to take on those new opportunities that are presented to you and not look at the past with pity, with sorrow, with pain. There's going to be emotions, but ultimately you really grow and you learn from those emotions, and you don't want to repeat the same patterns and cycles. I feel like you're the kind of person, Aquarius, who learns quickly, or you learn not to repeat something. Even if you stay in that energy for quite some time, you don't ever want to repeat that. Therefore, that may be why you stay in an energy for more than once, because you'd rather stay in it a little longer than repeat it, because you want to learn the lesson while you're there. Okay, what is your greatest strength? The Lovers energy. Your greatest strength is to love with all your heart. And this is about you making choices from your heart as well. It says deeply emotional commitments, the power of love. So your greatest strength again is to follow your heart. And that may be what you were doing here in the past. And even though situations sometimes aren't ideal for us, you may stay because your heart is there. And that's what we were talking about. You may have a very big, beautiful heart. Even though, Aquarius, you are an air sign, I feel like you're able to bring that heart and that mind, and when you can connect the two of them, that's where that magic happens. So if you can stay in the energy of keeping that heart open despite situations that have been painful or challenging, that is the biggest gift that you present to the world, but more importantly to yourself in this lifetime. So wow, beautiful energy. Let's take a look and see what Spirit has for you. What Spirit messages are coming through for Aquarius. Ancestral wisdom, beautiful. A child's love. Okay, what else do we have here? We have hope. And last but not least, we have memories. Beautiful. Okay, so what we have right now is ancestral wisdom. It says here, we are your ancestors, Aquarius, and we love you. Yes, know that you're loved here. We walked the earth many years before you. We ask you at this poignant time to learn and grow from our past experiences. We just talked about that. You are our legacy, and we will keep on helping you as you continue and we continue to evolve here in the spirit world. So ancestral wisdom, some of you are calling upon your ancestors. Some of you are finding out about your own family tree, your own background, where you come from. But most importantly, what I'm hearing here from Spirit is that you are breaking some sort of generational pattern, some sort of ancestral wounding. You are doing some strong healing here on planet Earth so you can break the cycles here, whether the cycles have to do with children. Maybe it has to do with the way that children are brought up, or maybe your childhood, you're healing some wounding from childhood. It says the love between a parent and child is one of the most precious and deep connections we make during our time on earth. Children start out as part of us, and from their very first cries, they establish themselves as the biggest part of our hearts. So some of you may be really connecting to either your inner child around this full moon, your own children, or you're doing some deep, deep healing and you're actually gaining the closure. You're releasing some things from childhood is what I am sensing here for you, Aquarius. And this is really quite strong. What you're doing is you're feeling the love. You see here with this Libran energy, know you are loved. You're feeling that love towards not only your inner child, but to your whole self. And so this is really powerful stuff here. Pay attention to the signs and symbols. You can see that there are intuitive nudges and signs right in front of her here. And they come in the form, it could be music, it can be pennies, it can be butterflies, it can be rainbows. So do pay attention to the signs that the universe presents to you. Those are signs telling you that you're on the right path, that there is closure, that there is healing taking place here. Next we have hope. Hope. And it says your loved ones in the spirit world know when to reach out if they see you're at a low point. Whether you're caught up in a difficult situation, thank you, Spirit. They just gave me the name Maggie. And also interesting, I don't know if these two go together, but magpie. And is that a bird? A magpie? I'm not quite sure. Maybe somebody's name was Maggie and somebody called her Magpie. Maybe that's your name. Maybe Margaret, short for Maggie. I'm not sure. Please take it as it resonates, Aquarius. It could be somebody that's coming into your life to bring you hope as well. It says whether you're caught up in a difficult situation or struggling with someone specific in your life, there is always hope. So don't lose hope is what the message here is, because your ancestors, your loved ones, your guides, your angels, the universe is supporting you and has your back at this time and wants to shine that light upon which you cannot see at times. And last but not least, thank you, Spirit. Oh goodness. Whew. There may have been a celebration of life recently. Now it's not going to resonate with everyone, Aquarius, but know that that soul, never dies. That soul never dies. And you may be receiving messages from a loved one, whether it's through dreams, whether it's through memories. Perhaps there's photographs of loved ones that have crossed over. There could even be an anniversary, a celebration, a birthday, or an event that you've been calling in your ancestors or your loved ones. So please take that as it resonates. But we have memories showing up here. It says your memories are like diamonds in the treasure chest of your spirit. More and more memories are arising within you. Remember the happier moments with your loved ones who are here in the spirit world, for neither time nor distance can stop the energy of love that you have for one another. Even if you lost this person many, many moons ago, Aquarius, they are still right here with you. So feel those emotions, feel that energy, take a little bit of time to rest, to acknowledge any sort of healing closure that you need, or maybe just take a day away and really focus maybe on the positive times, but do recognize and realize that, again, the soul never dies, and there is no such thing as, death in the physical sense here where gone forever. There is always that coming around energy, and maybe that's what that world is about for some of you. And maybe that is why you need that closure, knowing that yes, somebody may be gone physically, even if they have not passed over or crossed over, they may still be here on earth, but there may be a closure needed and required within you. Okay, so very powerful messages for you here, Aquarius, but I do feel like you're calling in some new beginnings. Trust all will be well. You manifest the kind of life that you want based on what you put out into the universe. So don't forget that. All right, let's take a look and see here how you've grown. How has Aquarius grown? Knight of Cups energy. Excuse me. You've continued to lead with an open heart. This is someone who is very romantic, very dramatic, very poetic, and very introspective here. You can see in the background that it's almost like he's coming out from a difficult period that his heart has been through here, but he's not letting it slow him down. He's not letting him stop. It says committed romantic relationships, being swept off your feet, situations or topics that make your heart flutter. This is about keeping your heart open regardless. Some of you may have had a knight in shining armor type of energy come in and sweep you off your feet. Wouldn't that be wonderful? But Aquarius, this is more so about you making rational decisions, but also following your heart, which you have the Lover's card. Remember, that's your greatest strength here. So wherever your heart is leading you, whether it is to this relationship, whether it's towards a passion project, or whether it is opening up a business in lieu of maybe somebody who's crossed over, an animal that's crossed over, whatever that is here, keep your heart open and follow your dreams, follow your bliss, because you are in charge of your destiny, and you've grown a lot by keeping that heart open, because sometimes here on earth, we go through a lot of challenges that tend to close our heart. We tend to hang on to bitterness. We tend to hang on to resentment, anger. And it's time for you to release, put something to rest once and for all, gain the healing and closure needed, and move forward by keeping that heart open. And that's what I see you doing and how you've grown here. Let's take a look at action steps that you can take to continue moving forward. You have the Devil energy and the Eight of Gabrielle. So we have Eight of Gabrielle is the Eight of Wands, a great deal of activity, sudden and immediate results, important communication. Now you have the Devil showing up here. So there may be communication between you and someone else. Maybe this person was toxic to you. I mean, this could be a situation. It could be a family member. It could be an addiction, a pattern, a habit. The Devil energy is anything that tempts you or veers you to go off course, that kind of gets in your way of achieving what it is that you want in your life. It could be materialism, codependency, manipulation. Fear is one of the biggest ones that Devil holds. Obsessions here. And it's saying release yourself from that which holds you back. Literally, the 12th house is in your sign of release. A need to detox, unnecessary worry based on a lack of self-confidence. It's time to really reclaim your power. In order for you to continue growing, make decisions that are in your highest good. Your gift here is to, yes, keep your heart open, but also intuitively, Aquarius, know right from wrong for you, and know that some decisions are better than others and to stick with what your heart feels, but also not to be trapped in some sort of illusion. Don't romanticize a situation. It's time to really, again, meet the head and the heart, and that's where you can be guided. That's where you can be led here. So let's take a look and see what the angels have for you regarding action steps. What additional action steps do the angels have for you, Aquarius? We have mediumship. Some of you are definitely able to connect with departed loved ones, which we did talk a little bit about here. We have goddess energy. We have books. We have singing and dancing. And we have you are a powerful light worker. You absolutely are, Aquarius. Mediumship, you have the natural ability to connect with departed loved ones. So not only was I sensing that energy earlier when I said there could have been somebody who's crossed over that you're connecting with, but they're trying to connect with you as well. So do pay attention to the signs and symbols. Some of you already know that you can connect to departed loved ones, whether they are your own or others. They may be animals as well. So really utilize that energy if that's something that feels good to you. Next, we have goddess. Whenever I get this card, I feel the energy immediately of the Empress, Aquarius. And it says, express your divine feminine energy, regardless if you're male or female. This is about embracing the magical qualities of intuition and nurturing. Trust your intuition, nurture yourself, give yourself that self-love. You are a goddess or a god, but this is about you knowing that you're loved, taking care of numero uno, first and foremost. You release, escape if you need to, but not in a numbing sense. Escape from the noise is the energy I'm getting here. Rest, heal, and gain any closure or peace that you need to move forward. Whether that's through self-help books, maybe it's through writing a book. You have here your life purpose involves writing, reading, editing, or selling spiritually based books. Beautiful. Singing and dancing. Express yourself and awaken your psychic senses through the magical power of music and movement. And we did see that musical energy showing up earlier with the musical notes. So this could be dancing with your children, dancing with your grandchildren. This can be about you dancing in the rain or bringing out that inner child here. Singing and dancing, very therapeutic and important to get that energy flowing, especially those psychic senses. And last but not least here, very important, Aquarius, you are a powerful light worker. It is safe for you to be powerful. It is safe for your spiritual power to shine through because it brings great blessings in loving service to the divine. Whatever you're doing, whether it's on a professional level, whether it's on a personal level, you've come here to bring your shine, to bring your spark to earth. So don't dim that. Don't hold your beautiful power back. You've come here with a big purpose. Let it shine here, Aquarius. So beautiful energy. I hope this resonates with you. If so, please feel free to hit that like, share, comment, subscribe, and notification bell if you haven't already. And I am sending all of you wonderful Aquarians so much love, so much light. Thanks so much for tuning in.